Well, good morning. It's March the 10th. Starting out to be a beautiful day here in Alabama. It's 49 degrees right now. It's 7:45 in the morning. It's going to get up to about 70 today. It's supposed to be a nice day. Headed to the hospital. Going to get my second COVID shot today. And then I'm supposedly good. Well, actually about a week to 2 weeks, and then I'm good. Taking a couple days after the shot, they claim the second day after the Pfizer shot you get a little achy and feverish, so I'll hang around the house for that. And then Friday we're off to Dauphin Island. Gonna make a few stops along the way at a couple state parks and see some sights, and then 2 days down in Dauphin Island, and then over to Pensacola, of course, Joe Patty's, and pick up some shrimp and head on home. Quick 5-day jaunt down to the Gulf just to get away. So stick around, should be fun. We'll see what happens. Finally got set up Wind Creek State Park. Right here on Lake Martin in Alabama. Some kids playing down there with the geese. I'm serious about their security here. Got 2 gates you have to buzz through, but I guess that's a good thing. There's the restrooms over there, modern facility. Not too crazy about their site. I guess I finally got it fairly well level. After the shot, doing okay. My arm was a little swollen the second day, a little sore the first and second day, but it went away. Took yesterday before I went out on this adventure, and just sat around the house and sat in the chair, dozed a little bit, and then hey, now the third day I'm good. So. Now the visitor center to Horseshoe Bend National Military Park here in Alabama. Just a gorgeous day. But unfortunately, everything looks like it's still closed. The visitor center and restrooms are closed. Dang it, but it looks like the road's still open, so we'll get to see a little bit of the park. Doesn't look like I'll get my passport stamped though. In memory of the soldiers and Indian allies who died in combat with the Upper Creek Indians during the Horseshoe Bend campaign in the Creek War of 1813 to 1814. What about the Creek Indians? Oh, okay. In memory of the Upper Creek warriors who died in combat with the United States forces during the Battle of Horseshoe Bend. Okay. March 27th, 1814. But we're all closed. Dang it. There's the battlefield. About a half a mile down that field there is a bunch of white stakes. I don't know if you pick them up on this camera, but that's where the Creek had their defensive line or barricade, and beyond that was their village back in the trees back there, back at the end of the horseshoe. And the map there shows there was the barricade, there was the village, of course the river, and Jackson's forces and the Cherokee and allied Creek Indians around the river, and a cavalry, Coffey's cavalry. They didn't stand much of a chance. Had the high ground, and they were surrounded. Gun Hill. Here at 10:30 on the morning of March 27th, 1814, General Jackson quickly placed his single battery, one 3-pounder and one 6-pounder. Immediately opened fire, a lively but ineffective fire on the center of the sturdy log barricade. After his Indian allies entered the peninsula's stronghold from the rear, he ordered a frontal assault on the stubborn wall. So, down below that pavilion there is where the wall was. It must have been a hell of a wall to survive the 2 cannons. Here on the Horseshoe battleground, General Jackson and his brave men broke the power of the Creek Indians under Chief Menowa on March 29, 1814, erected by the Congress of the United States. The area of the village, supposedly up to 300 dwellings. Yeah, maybe. This was the high ground between the, according to the sign, the high ground between the barricade that we saw earlier and the village. This was their fallback position. And unfortunately, the allied Creek and Cherokee Indians came across the river and attacked them from the rear. That was the big turning point. Now this one's pretty faded, except for the red part. The enemy, although many of them fought to the last with the kind of bravery which desperation inspires, were at length entirely routed and cut into pieces. The whole margin of the river which surrounded the peninsula was strewn with the slain. The battle may be said to have continued with severity for about 5 hours, but the fighting and the slaughter continued until it was suspended by the darkness of night. General Jackson. Although wounded 7 times, Menowa escaped the slaughter at Horseshoe Bend. He regained his health and continued to play a prominent role in Creek society. Like most of the Creek people, Menowa was forced to leave his homeland under the terms of the Indian Removal Act of the 1830s. No other evening will come bringing to eyes the rays of the setting sun upon the home I have left forever. And this part I can't read. They fought to the last. 800, looks like 800 Red Stick warriors died. It ended the Creek War. 5 months something, and the Treaty of Fort Jackson. Ceded to the Indians, ceded to the, I don't know how they ceded it, but anyway, they did. Nearly 23 million acres of land in what is now Alabama and Georgia. I thought it was part of Mississippi, but I guess it's just Alabama and Georgia. Well, the USS Alabama warship down here on Mobile Bay, not far from Mayer State Park. That's where I'm going to be staying, spend the night, and then off to Dauphin Island tomorrow. Tried to get into Gulf Shores State Park, but they were booked. So just about didn't get into Mayer State Park. So I'll show you that in a little bit. Yeah, Mayer State Park. You can hear the traffic off of 10. There's downtown Mobile off in the distance. There's 10 and there's the Gulf of Mexico. Not bad. Site 19. Spend the night here and then head out in the morning for Dauphin Island. The bridge going over, Causeway and bridge going over to Dauphin Island. That looks like a pretty tall bridge. Kind of a dreary day out. I hope the weather clears up, but I got a feeling it's kind of going to be iffy the next couple days. I see some oil derricks off of there. Well, I don't think we'll be here long. It's going to rain. So. Looks like it's coming in pretty good. Anyway, this is Dauphin Island. And the fort is right over on the tip over there. We'll have to go to that tomorrow. Maybe take a ride. See a little bit of the island today. Something to do while it's raining. Campground. Dauphin Island Campground. Yeah. That's $50 a night. Of course, it's getting to be season, so it'll work for a couple nights. Right off the beach, about a third of a mile off the beach through a path there. A lot of people come down here and spend the winter. Yeah, here at the tip of Dauphin Island, Fort Gaines. This looks kind of interesting. Go find out what this is about. Ship's keel section. Hurricane Georges in fall of 1998. Not much left of that guy. And there's the mouth of the bay. You can see the spit of land across. And there was a fort over there, I guess, also. Now there's oil derricks out there. This side is the Gulf. The other side was a little bay. I don't know which takes the worst beating, but looks like there's a lot of repairs going on around here. Cute little places. Dauphin Island's got kind of a Key West vibe going on. Now there's a canal running through there. See if I can. And then of course the Gulf side again. It's all sand back on this side. Quite a few of them are still getting new siding put in, and it looks like they're still doing a lot of removing the sand that's blown off. In fact, they've got somebody sitting there blocking traffic. Well, day 2 on Dauphin Island. A lot nicer day. Sun's out. 73 degrees at 9:30 a.m. This is the east end of the island. Main drag. Show you some of the rest of it again. So go to the water tower. Okay, turn east. Just talked to the realtor, and she was telling me of a place here for sale for $320,000. We'll go take a look at it. Right there it is. Oh, the condos, and then some single-family homes out on the Gulf. And they look like they're just building them. Some of the debris from the last storm. The realtor said it was last fall the hurricane came through, and there's still a lot of damage. They're still recovering from it. I headed back out tomorrow, back to Mayer State Park, and then hop over to Pensacola and grab some shrimp and head home. Just a quick trip. But so far, it's been a lot of fun.
Arriving at Joe Patty's Seafood on the left.
Well, here we are. Headed back home from Mayer State Park. It's going to be about a 6-hour drive. Mostly overcast day here in Alabama, but at least much better than the weather we had yesterday. Some tornadoes around Birmingham and rain. It got kind of rock and rolling last night at the park. The wind and the rain at night. So, but fun trip. Got some shrimp. Anxious to head home and see what's the outcome of the storm. Next month we're headed over to Georgia and do a state park over there, and hoping to kind of get over to the wine here. So stick around. See you later.